You're gonna pay for that.
Oh, I don't think so.
So, I've broken down the differences between bad and good fight scenes in movies. Now it's time to analyze specific action movies. Accident Man Hitman's Holiday is the sequel to the cult hit Accident Man, starring the incredible Scott Adkins. And this absolute legend.
Just like you.
You might recognize him from this, and this, and this. And unfortunately, he passed away last year, this being one of his last movie roles. The great thing about doing these videos is that I get amazing viewers like yourself watching and commenting. And a few weeks ago, the directors of Accident Man Hitman's Holiday, the Kirby brothers, commented and reached out to me about the movie. Now, I had seen the movie before, and I was a fan of Scott Adkins before, and the original movie, so I thought, why not analyze the fight scenes in this movie? So what is the best part of any fight movie? Well, that's easy. The fighting. So with that in mind, what's the best way for a fight movie to get straight to the fighting? John Wick does it perhaps the best. Terminator 2 also did this well. You have a game of cat and mouse. For years, Tom and Jerry would use the same device. Tom is the cat, Jerry is the mouse. Cat chases mouse, simple storytelling. With the first John Wick, it started off with John needing to get from A to B to avenge his dog. Then over the series, it became John needs to get from A to B to survive. The Raid Redemption did it best over the past 2 decades. End boss is on the top floor, our protagonist needs to get to the top floor. Simple storytelling. Accident Man 2 does the same thing. This guy needs to protect this guy to save this guy. Now we have the framework of our simple story. We can now start to build in all the fight set pieces around this, and this means we can use pretty much any location that best serves the fighting.
Okay. I had a feeling it was gonna be tonight. So let's fucking have it!
The first fight in the movie features Mike, our protagonist, played by the wonderful Scott Adkins, and off the bat, the movie establishes its style. Kinetic action, great sound effects, amazing fight choreography. Adkins' scene partner here is the American actress Sarah Chung, who is trained in wushu. In a fight movie like this, it is quite typical to have a cast full of trained martial artists. Unlike your conventional Hollywood blockbuster, these movies attract a target audience who are here for a very specific reason: amazing fights. And they would prefer that over big-name A-listers who can't fight. This allows for better fight scenes and allows directors like the Kirby brothers to have more flexibility when it comes to their fight scenes. This means less edits on impact and less cutting because actors don't have to be swapped out for fighting doubles. What the scene also does is establish the tone of the film.
Whoa, Jesus Christ! It's a brand new TV and it's an 8K OLED! Still got 8 episodes of Bake Off to watch.
Essentially, the series is a dark comedy action series. And that means fights like this and these two scenes can play into the same tone and fluidity of action. What I really love about this movie is the sound effect work as well as the fluid camera work. Great moments like this have so much impact. The editing, which is done by the Kirby brothers themselves, is slick and keeps the pacing sharp. And this fight, as well as this scene, is my favorite in the movie. It's also the character and the scene that actually starts the film off.
No, you're not wrong. That really is a maniacal killer clown trying to smash my head in with a brick on a stick.
So the scene actually brings us into the film, and then at 1 hour, 6 minutes of the 19-minute runtime, we have the scene fulfilled.
Brings us back to Poco. Poco the Killer Clown. Now, they say he was born in a brothel and is as tightly wound as a jack-in-the-box.
Now, if I had any criticism of the film, it would be that this scene should have technically been at the midpoint, or more significant in terms of the narrative. It really isn't. It's a fun scene, it's a great scene, but it's not really significant enough to be framing the film. However, that's just me coming at it with my writer's hat on. It is a hell of a fun scene with a great cameo character.
You know the type, Fallon. I'm gonna take great.
Well, that's one less horse in a race, eh, kids?
If you've watched my videos, you'll know that I often talk about framing a fight scene so that we know how strong an opponent is. So after juicing this boss level character, the movie then immediately shows you his strength by having him easily beat a character that has been kicking ass for the past 80 minutes.
I'll take this fool! No!
And we now have this end boss fight scene with this character, which is undoubtedly the best fight of the whole film. The Kirby brothers know here that they actually don't have to do much. As you can see, there's way less cutting on this scene. Both fighters are exceptional. Atkins and his scene partner Andy Long Nugent are owning this scene. There is far less cutting, more wides. The brilliance of this fight is that our hero actually may not be able to beat this antagonist. In fact, he's constantly getting owned. Notice how the camera simply follows the action. We only cut when it's absolutely necessary.
Game over.
And just when it seems like our hero is about to lose, this guy saves the day. Legend.
Well, that's enough of that.
Now, as far as filmmaking goes, this shot is simply brilliant. Foreground out of focus on our fallen antagonist. In the background, our focus of attention is on the ongoing plot. As they leave frame, we rack focus to the foreground. Simple filmmaking is the best kind of filmmaking. Overall, Accident Man Hitman's Holiday is exactly what it needs to do. Get from set piece to set piece, provide laughs, and some amazing fight scenes. And if you haven't seen Scott Adkins in any movie so far, check out his work. He's top 3 best in the game right now. So have you seen Accident Man and his sequel? And did you like this specific movie breakdown? Let me know in the comments. If you did, which movie should I do next? Let me know. YouTube has recently been kicking my ass with these copyright claims, which means that a few of my videos in this series have been demonetized. So joining my Patreon would be amazing if you could. I post these same videos, but longer and unedited on there. Or you could become a member of the channel on YouTube. This would greatly help the channel. Massive love to those of you who have supported this channel thus far. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. It helps the channel grow. If you're not subscribed, do hit the subscribe button and the notification button, and I'll catch you in the next one.